there. And welcome to Sadie Spincraft. It's 3,000 we're at. Now, well, just over 3,000. Right, this is going to be well hard. I don't think we've got... Yeah, we do. Get that flash on. Right, so... let's hope I can see some messages such as potential spam may not be visible. That's fine. Don't care about that. Top fans, blah, blah, blah. Right. So I'm sewing this bit together first. And rather than draw a line, I'm just going to follow that under that there. So, start with there. And I'm going to be doing back stitch because that's just what I like doing. I do have a pin in, but, you know. There we go. This is quite hard in front of a camera. It is easier with light though. It's easier during day, I'll give it that. But we've done, I have done one strip of 9 because I changed what I were doing. So technically 2, but I'm on my second one that I'll be using for the first skirt. I may need to add bits. Oh. Right. I'm just going to shut the door. This is for the skirt I'm making, yes. Hi, Marybeth.
I was using cover.
At least you've got the energy to clean. I haven't. I do apologise for Hunter and his noise in the background. He's playing on his PlayStation. But I am doing backstitch and I am doing it all by hand. I think I do it ever so slightly different to most people, and you'll see when I get to the end of it. Can you tell that boy to shut up, please?
Yeah, I will try to be quiet. And do you want me to close the door?
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Hunter, yeah. You might turn. Shut up. Right. Mum's recording, that's why.
Ooh, got a little sex on you, boy.
Tell him off for being loud, and I'm just as
I know. So, yeah, if you've got any thingamybobs to be doing, we're going to be sat here doing this. We've had very bad dust and windstorms, so bad. Had to clean the area on wheels. Oh, my word. Hi, Glenn. So, yeah, I do it quite small. But that's the joys of hand stitching, I suppose. I hadn't done stuff like this since I was a kid. Will I need to do a blanket stitch over the edges, even if I'm putting a backing on, do you think? Hi, Ida. Oh, God. I'm terrible. Hi, Silk Spinner. I forget names, and I know you tell me every time, but there's just so many of you wonderful people out there, and my memory's worse than a siev's. I was making Rolex yesterday for Tour de Fleece, my first. Oh, you're going to love it. Just don't stress yourself out. Take it easy, and don't, like I said, don't stress yourself out. If you don't do out, you don't do out. Go you. I have 2 sweaters in progress. With that, I need a sewing step. Well, I don't like sewing with wool, hence why I don't like sewing on jumpers and crochet. Will avoid it if I can. But with like cotton, linen, polyester, that sort of stuff, it's not too bad. Get off that pin. Yeah, I'll show you the other one. Not if you're putting a backing on unless the fabric frays a lot. Cool. Hiya, Melissa. You alright, my darling? My little twinny. Yeah. No, well, you see, the thing is, I've just had a bit of enough of knitting because I'm trying not to use my bobbins because Tour de Fleece is coming up. So I haven't sewn in the whole of June, spun in the whole of June, waiting for Tour de Fleece. And then I decided, oh, I know, I'll sew instead. But, you know, these things crazy people do. Right, what's everyone said? I ain't been looking. I surely will. I want to get weaving into. We'll get in what I can whenever I feel like it. Yeah, this is it. Weaving's good. It relaxes you if you can do it. I just got home from barbecue shopping. Yeah, that is a big ouch. Shouldn't need blanket stitch if back in unless for decorative stitch. Right. Coolio also. That's all right then.
Mum,
Yes.
Poppy's still grounded.
No, she can. She won't go further than backyard because someone tried pinching her.
So they did try pinch her.
Yeah.
Oof.
All her claws are knackered. Oh, do you know what? That pin's doing me head in. It's coming out. Go in there. I should use my thimble, but I don't. No. I don't know. Yeah, I go in through one bit and out through other bit. I wouldn't say that were running, but it could be. I don't know. I just know it as backstitch. It's how my nan taught me. Well, don't forget thummies, my little darlings. It all helps us. No, do you know what? I put it on now and then it does me head in because my finger gets all sweaty. I'd rather stab myself and know where my fabric is than I know when I've gone through it. What looks like? Yeah. I can't use thimbles ever. I stitch my pillow, quilt, or by hand. Oh, nice. I want to do a quilt eventually, but I thought I'd start small with a skirt. Because when I do a quilt, I actually want to do kind of fancy one with diamonds and stuff. You know.
Oh, yeah.
in through there. Ah, Chrissy's made us a brew. Oh, she's making us a brew. Bless her. I do apologise. It seems to be going funny, does camera, because I'm sewing in front of it, but kind of can't help that. I need the light. Yeah, I didn't think it were running. I think running is when you go through, like that. That's a running stitch. I don't think you can do a running back stitch. I'm not sure if that's what I thought it was. Using line fabric once front, outside is done. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I have made quilts by hand. It does take ages. Yeah, I can imagine. Especially with how small my stitches are. So. Oh, right. Yeah. I get you. I think. This kid thing, I am. Have you seen what I'm using my pumpkin for? My needle felted pumpkin. It's coming some right handy. Handiness. That didn't make sense. It's coming handy. Oh. Or at least I know what some stitches are. Yeah, I know the blanket stitch. I only know these basic stitches. I don't think I need out special for... Oh, another question, because I'm doing a gathered on elastic. Well, it's not on elastic, but I'm doing a gathered circle skirt. Do I attach it to the elastic, or will that break the elastic or the thread? Or do I have to put it inside? No, it doesn't. I'd never even thought of that, Mary Beth. That's clever. But I didn't make it for thingamybobs. I made it as decorative. I half know what I'm doing, just not smart on lingo. I've never been smart on lingo. Has anyone here ever used a knitting belt? No, I haven't. And if you did, does it help with shoulder pain? No one to elastic, right, sound. I couldn't help you there, sweetheart, because if I'm hurting, I just don't do it. I can't. It's not very straight, but woohoo. Oh, I need you all to meet Luna. Just hang on. Thank you for the brew, sweetness.
You're welcome. I love you, Mama.
I love you too. Goodbye. Right, you have to do gathered to waistband first, then turn waistband over, sew together, then run elastic. I have one order by a friend whose family is Shetland. Wondering the same. Ah. Right, so just gonna knot that, and I'll show you what I do, because I like the stitches to, it takes just as long to do this bit as it does to do other bit, and I don't know why I do it, but I've got it in my head for some reason that it'll make all the stitches nice and strong and won't ruin. And I go through 2 stitches at a time, and then I'll just pull it tight a little bit, and look how neat that is, if you can see it compared to that bit. It just makes it neat. Don't stitch it onto elastic. You need to do what Melissa said. Sound is £1. Belt, long pins, and up her a hap kit. Can't wait. What? Have you been drinking when you've gone for this barbecue? So yeah, in here where you see those 2, because of the back stitch, I go through each one of them just to make it nice and neat, and you end up with it looking good. I don't know why I do this, but I do. Like I said, for some reason I've got it in my head. It makes my stitches stronger. I think because I'm using cheap thread and I don't want it to come apart. Because obviously it's me, and I'm not kind to my clothes. I can be in the fanciest of clothes ever, and I will still quite happily wash a fleece in my fancy clothes or do some dyeing. I've only ever done elastic waistcoats where the elastic ran through the tunnel. Made it easier to adjust the elastic, and if it ever gives out, you can open it and seam. Yeah. I knew what you meant. No alcohol, even on the 4th of July. Wow. I think I've got to give knitting a miss for the time being, until I've had my shoulder scan, figure out what damage I've done. My word, I'm adding words into this. It would be good to know how you get on with your knitting belt. Yeah. I'm not doing very well at reading. It's because I'm having to look back. But yeah, I don't know if you can see that, but that just looks so much neater than that. And I don't know why. I've got to do it. I think it's just because it's neat. It's neat and it looks good. And it's good for my stitches. A knitting belt is like a leather padded belt that goes around your waist, and it's got holes in for the end of your knitting needle, and it's basically a third hand. You'll have to take your sewing up with you, as I have a huge amount of fabric you can choose from. Yes, I need to talk to you about that, Sweet Pea. Unless we get a new car, I won't be able to come up. We're waiting on the insurance. Oh, goodness. We're waiting on the insurance to pay out. And then once that's happened, we'll get a new car. So we might be a couple of weeks late on coming up, but we will come up as soon as we get a car. Wrong side, that side. I don't think I've got enough sewing thread on to go out way along. Hello, Chris.
Oh. You've been outside. You just come back in or something.
She went to go out but didn't like it. Okay, time to play Kiddo with revolving front door to start barbecue tonight. Okay, coolio. You're welcome anytime. Hi, Chris.
Hello, darlings.
Who knows how to change screen name so I can be Midgie Spins like on Insta? Just go onto your YouTube thingy page channel. You have your own each time you sign up, and you just click on the little pen at the side of the circle at the top, and you should be able to change your name up there. I can't. So say this is whatever. You've gone onto your page at the top, and it's a circle, and then here you'll have a pencil in a circle, and you touch that. If that makes sense. I'm not very good at explaining stuff. Right. So, we've done those so far. This one's already been done and already, what's the word? Ironed. So we've got that one. That's who I'll be next time. Cool. You're welcome. Talking to Mary Beth.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the first one for the skirt. I do like that. There's a little kitty cat and leaves and yeah. And stuffs.
So what's made you going sewing?
I wanted a skirt.
You want this skirt?
Yeah.
So you
Oh,
didn't knit one then?
I'm going to knit a skirt at some point, but I'm not good enough yet.
Still waiting for a proper jumper.
You'll get that when I've spun the yarn during Tour de Fleece.
Ah, no need for that.
Yeah, there is. They can't see it. Hi, Chris.
Hello, darling.
That one with Mary Beth. First one with Melissa.
Yeah, sorry. So,
So yeah, I've got another 2 squares to put on this one. And then I can iron that one. I'm going to put the 2 long bits together first. And then all I've got to do is 9 squares, iron it, add it to the fabric, and we'll get a nice big fabric eventually. We will. I'm quite impressed with my own little sewing adventure, you know. Say I don't like sewing with wool. I think that might be because of the feel of it, but yeah. I'm not very good at doing same width every time, because look at that one, that's well big. Yes, I draw on it, so I get a straight line. And that one's tiny, look. Hardly any seam allowance. But it's all good in the hood. We won't see it. It's going to go behind
you just
the
said
lining.
Seam allowance.
Seam allowance.
Seam allowance.
Yeah.
Just ground them, and then they can't have the allowance.
No, I'm not grounding them. They've got to have their allowance. You're a numpty at
In
times.
the olden days, they used to call it pocket money.
You're making me swear. Go away.
It's not just making you swear, it's making the camera bounce up and down.
I know, because I've got it.
They'll be getting motion sickness. You'll be like, oh, I feel like I'm on a ship.
Shh.
Right, I'm gone.
Yes, please. Thank you. Bog off. That one's foot bottom. I want that next to that. Oh, no. He's being a funny sod. Because people get an allowance, and I said seam allowance, and they were like, well, ground it. Or what do they use in America? When you say your kid can't go out because they've been naughty. We ground them over here. And take their allowance. We also used to call it pocket money. Right. So I've already drawn my line on. Right, so grounded, yeah. They're grounded. They are grounded. They're not going nowhere. That's it. Yes. He was trying to be funny. I mean, I get his sense of humour. He's got dad humour. You know. He's old. Sorry, I pick on him. I love him to bits, though. Right. I'll show you how I do my knots, because I can't do them the same as everyone else, where you wrap them around your finger and slide it off. So, you have to excuse me nails. I get rid of it like that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I pull it down. No, well, at least it's grounded in most places then. I don't feel so daft. So that's how I tie my knot, because I can't do what everyone else does, where they wrap it around the finger and squeeze it off. It never turns into a nice little knot. It always end up with a big bottle of whatever. So... See, this is hard, try to thread a needle through a camera. It's hard work, that. Not something I thought I'd try at any point, but it's been done. It's been done. Right. So, this skirt is more than likely going to end up looking weird when it's been washed, because some of it's polyester and some of it's cotton. So when it gets washed, yeah, they're going to look weird. But it's all good. I like weird because I am weird. And I'm sorry if I miss anyone's comment. My dad's humour was dry. Not everyone got what he was saying. I said that, didn't I? Did I? I'm not sure. Yes, Chris's humour is very dry. He grew up on Blackadder and things. I mean, so did I. But, you know. Sorry, I had to see what I was doing then. Every time. I don't know, I just don't put my thread up that side. My thoughts exactly, Ghislaine. I like the 50s style skirt, rock and roll skirt, but I want it in patchwork. And if that patchwork is different types of fabric, then that's where it's going to be. I'm on my second, but technically third. But I sorted. So hang on, I'll show you. Last night I changed my mind and decided on a certain kind of colourway and patterns. So I ended up getting all these ready for each strip. I love Blackadder. So yeah, I've got all these. These are all in 10s, but I want them in 9s. So I've got to pick one out of each to get rid of to put into 2 other patches, strips. So yeah, there's 22 of these wonderful patterned thingamybobs. And I've done 20 of them. No, 2. I'm on my second lot. Technically, there should be 24 at the end of it all. But yeah, each one is something different. But I've tried not to add too much orange. It's whatever goes with whatever kind of thing. I do like that one. It's got a little Bambi in. So yeah, I've tried putting. They're just randomly put together. I didn't want to think too much. So what I did is I separated the colours, and then so over here I've got all the orange and greens and yellows, you know, the ones that just look better together. And then I've got these ones, and there's still plenty more in that tub that I haven't gone through. So yeah, just what I thought would work well. Look at that. Cockatoo. I don't like birds in real life because they've got wings and the flap. See, I like these ones with animals on. So I'm going to have random animals, cats, dogs and all sorts, all over my skirt. It's going to be cool. There is going to be some... Oh, look, and fish. Chris will like it because it's got fish on. He likes his fish. There's a lot of flowery stuff. Like that is what, I'm sorry to say, but when I was a kid, it's something my nan would have had on a sofa. So, yeah. Some of them are reminding me of my nan. It's like, look at that. She's well cute. So, I've had to put some with that, with them colours. So, she's got that one, and that just reminds me of a sofa cushion, you know, little bits. But yeah, that's where that's going. I don't think you need boring with each and every square and strip. But like I said, when I've finished this one, I'll iron it, pin it to this one, and then begin sewing all the way down, and hopefully have each seam line up. If it don't, it don't. I'm not bothered. it's been done by hand. It's not done by a professional. So, yay. Thank you. So yeah, I've got a couple of skirts in mind. And what I want to do is make it nice and big and then gather it at the top. Put it onto, if it's not gathered, pleat it. Put it onto a band and then elastic. Because I really can't be bothered working with buttonholes or zips for my first skirt. For my first ever sewn garment that I've decided to do in the most longest way possible. First fibre twist, not knittable. Maybe crochet, scrappy project back. Many thoughts. Yes, lots and lots of thoughts. So, you can make all sorts. I've even got... Oh, I could even make a bag to go with my skirt. You know what I mean? At the end of it all. And that'd be my base. And I'd be able to do something similar with the strips and attach it to my bag, my base, and make a bag. It'd also need a lining, but the lining, same as a skirt. That'd be cool as fudge. Oh my word. I'm all excited. Right, I need to just stop. And I need to sew. I'm not going to get that far if I don't sew. Right, where's my needle gone? Where did I stab it? There. Right. I need to try and stop trying to do stuff through the camera and I might get somewhere. Right. Back to sewing. But yeah, I am filming the knitting of the 1940s vest top. I've finished one side. I've got the other side to do now. Like I said, I just had enough of knitting for a while, but I couldn't spin because I didn't want to fill my bobbins up before Tour de Fleece because I couldn't be bothered rushing to empty them all. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to be going very shortly because it's getting late and it's so much easier to do this off camera than it is on camera, but you know, I've got the use of the light. That's the best bit. Ooh, who's excited for tomorrow? I am. That Polwarth is going to get spun at last. It's only been waiting 4 years, maybe 5. You know, poor thing. It's just been, can't say abused, it's been forgotten. Is what it is. How can I help you, pal?
I'm just saying hi.
Oh, he's saying hi. Hunter says hi. Marybeth, what fibre did you use for your first fibre twist? I'm not sure what a fibre twist is. Why don't you put that change in your tub? Oh, it's not change. Don't be pointing laser in here. I don't think they heard you.
Nah.
You'll have to put your hand on wave.
Oh, it's a tiny oven.
What?
Tiny iron
Yeah. So I can iron your
uniform.
uniform for cadets. Glenn says hi.
Hello.
He's nosy. I do apologise. But he's always been nosy. Although he does want to do some dyeing again, so we've got some plain fibre, some merino for him to dye up. And I'm going to film it. Because he likes doing some dyeing and then we'll spin it up. But that won't be till after Tour de Fleece. Because I will be filming Tour de Fleece and I shall be going live during Tour de Fleece. And I don't want to outface myself and not be seen for another month after that again. I've not been doing right well this past few months. Right, that can come out now. I can't do much spinning at a time, but some will be done each day. Looking forward to your videos in your spinning city. Cheers! Do you know what? I'm actually looking forward to it this year. Because last year was my first time of doing it. And I just decided, do you know what? I'm going to do it. And I was like 3 or 4 days late. But I still spun a fair whopping bit. Quite impressed with my little self. And I think I sold myself because I didn't realise I could do a 3-ply. Well, do my chain ply as a 3-ply. I did that as a 2. So I probably got more yardage than I actually thought I did, which is even better. Oh, you haven't met Luna, have you? Hang fire. I'll turn Shine off because otherwise she'll not be. Luna, she's teeny tiny. You can say hi. This is baby girl. This is baby Luna. She's 9 weeks old. She's been with us a week and a bit. I got her for my birthday. My new baby girl. Well, it's late. It's 10 to midnight. I'm going to take my little self off, finish this, and go to bed. But yeah, that's my stitching. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. And hang on, I'll show you on this one because it just looks neater. So there's that one, and then that's the underside where I wrap it all around it there, like that. So it just looks neat. I just like how neat it looks. So yeah, that's my way of sewing. And she's a little cutie pie. That needs to be sewn down again. Not sewn. Look, see what I mean? That is close to edge, that. It's not even a 1/4 of an inch. It's like 2 millimeters. It's not the best. But, well, hey. I followed a line. And I did it. I think I need a more about that size. So at least I can fold them over. Because I could, if I wanted, do it like that. But then I don't want it like that, do I? Anyway, I'm off. So I love you all lots. Don't forget, if you are new to the channel, I know you're not, but there might be someone watches later on, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more random uploads, no matter where you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening, or bedtime. You do what you love doing. Night, everyone. Bye, beautifuls. Mwah.